I'll start this video with this beautiful orange candle for positivity and this tuning fork sound with 528 Hz that cleans up the aura and gives, in general, very calm, beautiful, and awesome vibes. And I also got this beautiful crystal, which is in the shape of a pyramid. And this is about the symbolism. So, through the crystal, you just look at the beauty of it, and the beauty heals you. Also, crystals are about clarity. And I light up sage again for clearing up the negativity, because naturally, since you're the chosen, and you see, you're getting attacked every single day by the demons outside. And see how it is that the demons, since they watch you, they copy you. And on the intern, while you're the angel, they tell you that you're the demon. That's quite funny, because all they do is just be a replica of your own voice. What is even more shameful is not that the demons only do this themselves, but because they live in so much fear out of your light, out of your love for God, and they are anti-God, these are the true demons, they're also teaching their hate to their children. So they use their child like a weapon. And that's why a lot of people do not deserve to have children. And it's a shame how they are bringing their children. So I went for my swimming today. And in there, I saw these demonic children of demonic parents, snakes. And they were telling me, "Oh, devil, devil, I'm scared." And actually, a child doesn't know. It's their parenting. The parents teach their poison to that child. Because these are the parents who do not deserve to have children. But what are they teaching? They teach their fear. They teach their hate. They teach their control to the child. And my heart sank with sorrow when I saw that how people are bringing demonic children to the world. We are living in a society which is gradually proceeding towards death drives. Mind you, people are not marrying because of love. People are marrying out of needs. I need this from you, and they need that from you. Man needs sex from a woman. That's why he goes on dating sites and calls it as a matrimony website. And I love you. Fuck that shit. There's no love. And the woman, she says, "I'm looking for a man because I'm in love with you." She's not. She's looking for a criteria. She sees, if you're a man who can give me protection, if you can give me money, if you can keep me secure. If you do not, she will divorce you straight away. There's no love. This all is a business transactions. And the root for evil in the world is this. When a man goes out and enters a relationship with another woman just for his needs, and so does the snake-like woman enter, this is a serpentine relationship. And that's why they bring about serpents, children of serpent. And these children, they grow up to be another set of ignorant next stride of the generation. And that's why you see multitude of demons all around you. The reason why they look so dark, dull, everybody wearing black, that's no joke. There's deep meaning behind all of that. It's all symbolism. I saw evil in the eyes of children because that's what their parents are teaching them. I see fear and evil in the eyes of their parents. And even just people in general who call that, "Oh, I'm in love and she's my mate and I'm your mate." No, these are two snakes together. They have no intentions of letting each other grow spiritually, in truth. But these snakes come together out of fear. They want to show, "Oh, I'm so lucky, I'm having my gala time." Because these demons cannot face themselves. They cannot sit with themselves. So they go about finding another snake. One blind man after another blind partner. And since the world is full of blinded people who have zero consciousness, who live out of darkness, who live in misery, it's very easy to catch one rotten fish when one rotten fish goes out fishing. And that's the truth of it. It's sad. It's sad, but that's the truth of our rotting civilization. That's the culture. And I'm talking culture here. The real ones, the real bright people, people who create out of light, their work speaks for themselves. They are living presence of divine. These people have divine partners. These people bring about divine children. These people bring about creativity and a different sort of aura in the world. But the demonic ones, that's what they do. And even older people I see. Just because you're old doesn't make you wise. So I see even older people trying to run around with you. Like I was at the swimming pool, and after that I was in sauna, in steam, and then I went for shower. And in there comes an old lady who literally as if she's in a competition with me. And there's no time for competition. Like you can just go about relaxed. But her point is no, I want to get in the shower first. So I said, that's fine. And I moved on to the next shower. Because there is ample rooms. But this is the sad thing, how people enter into competition with you for no reason. Because their demon gets triggered the moment they look at you. Ever noticed how you go to any sort of a venue and these demonic beings, they just go about laughing? They get so mad at you for no fucking reason at all. That's not coincidence. That's because of the fact that who you are triggers their demons. It triggers everything how they ought to live in their life in righteousness in the right way, and they be doing it all upside down. And when they see you like a threat. How could you be so full of light? And they acknowledge that. But on the other hand, they want to lie to you by making fun of you or trying to boss over you. And you keep yourself humble, not because you're a coward, but because you're wise. And you have seen through the bullshit of all the fake ass people who pretend like they know, while they would be completely dumb, stupid. And watch this, the more foolish a person is, more they act like they know, more their drama, more their body language is big. Because that's what you were taught, right? Like if you're not loud, you would not be heard. If you're not barbaric, if you're not cheap, if you're not low value, you would not get away with anything. And that's why people want to boss over you. People want to act like you do not exist, though your very presence has got aura which runs over miles. You bring down the masks of these demons. You can read through the lies of them, snakes and their family of snakes and their children who are like blind breeding blind. The most miserable people who would be completely in mess, in misery, in struggle, in survival, they would want to come around you and act like, wow, I've got lovely friends. I've got this lover. While they be secretly hating on each other and cheating on them. As if you can't read people. They think they can fool you. You see through their soul lies. You read straight through them. But still they want to act because they want to keep themselves safe. Like, no. I got it all together and I'm happy. Because they see you like a competition for no damn reason. Why are you the competition to the devil, to the demons? Because they live out of lies. And no wonder their children They are talking the same lies like their so called parents. That's no joke. I was coming on my bicycle today from the swimming, and there comes a car in full rage, honking. But I know the misery that they had. People who are themselves miserable, they think that by putting others down, by honking at others, they seem to have this sense of illusion like, I am more powerful than you. Let them have their illusion. Let them do their drama. And this is the thing, when you do not respond to the negativity, you just act like nothing happened. You keep to yourself. All that negativity bounces back onto them. There's a lot of power in non reaction. Because mostly the demons want a lot of reaction from you. That's why you hear the demons outside, they scream so loud. And understand this, the louder the crowd, the weaker, the more fearful they are. That's why you see cowards are always in crowds together. Always you see them in crowds yelling and screaming. There you know the sign of a weak tribe. All blinds together, just so that they can say, now we are 20 of us blinded people together, and look, we are the power. Yeah, we are the powerful one. Yeah, make some noise. Fuck that nonsense. Cowards always together, and that's what they teach their child. So I see a lot of coward con children too together, wasting their lives, fooling around. And it's a shame how nobody taught them how to live and live a life of purpose, live a life of meaning. It's a shameful thing. And this is Kali Yuga. This is the age we are in. People who should not have children, they are very much interested in bringing children so that they can increase their havoc, because they cannot be with themselves, so they want a lot of people around them. But since you raise your children in hate, they will grow up to eat you. They're not going to grow up to love you because you don't give them love. You're teaching your child hate. You're teaching your child control. You're teaching your child that you're not enough. You're stupid. You want to keep your son under control. And that same child, when he grows up, he'll be absolutely anti you. This is not that you bring your children in hate so that your enemies get hated by your children. What you do comes back to you. That's the law of karma. Every single irresponsible act that you do, you've got to clean up your mess. People think they can just get away with their nonsense, their stupidity, with them spreading ugliness, because their life is so full of shit and all they know is to make others' life the same way. Misery loves company. Misery surely loves company. You see all the miserable people together, not because they have a common bond, but because they just want to waste their time and feel miserable together. And their only joy, the demon's only joy, is by laughing at you. Because their life is so devoid of meaning, their life is so devoid of purpose. They are so energy vampires. Just living for surviving. Just doing that work because, not because of love, but just because you need money to pay your bills. Of course, you need money to pay your bills, but then same work you can do with love, same work you can do with dedication, whatever you are doing. But you see, the demons always want to show like, you're a fool and I'm better than you. Some people who have a lot more than you, they get so mad at you. though you never claim nothing, and you're just yourself. You be just happy in your little old self, in your happy little world. So they get jealous of you. How could you be happy? I'm so miserable with all this. And that's why they go on mistreating you and throw their hate onto you. Make you look like you're a fool. And how far are you going to find this ignorance? It's so deep. It's so deep. Every day is a battle. Every day you see these demons around you in all shape and forms. Young, old, it doesn't matter. And you also see some angels. And angels are quiet. Angels are just themselves. But the demons seem much more interested in you, in like, what are you doing? What are you up to? And how can I defeat you? Though you were never in a competition, but this you realized only when you moved out and you saw that, oh, these demons are secretly in competition with you, which is not a secret anymore. Their hate is so public, their hate is so evident. Their hate is there because they see you doing things right way. And that's why they don't like you, because you don't act low and cheap like them. They see you respect people, and that's why they hate you. Like, how could you respect somebody like me who's so disrespectful? I've never been treated with respect. So when you treat some demon like that with respect, they just get mad because they've never been treated well their whole life. Their own families has cheated on them. Their friends have cheated on them. Their own relationships are made of lies because that's all they did, sold their soul. And selected their own family not because of love, but because of fear. Fear of who's going to take care of me when I'm old. Fear of how am I to face myself. Because the world is so chaotic outside. I need some comfort. So somebody who's there by my side. Which started as a good intention, but didn't end up right. Maybe your intent to find a real family and love was good, genuine. But you didn't end up in the right place. Because your intention was a lie. That was a running away from yourself. That was a misanalysis of your true as is state. So you settled for demonic beings around you. And now your life is hell. And because your life is hell, your family's life is hell. Because you make everything hell, your children's life is hell. And you throw up that hate onto, you project that to others externally. So no wonder this is a collapsing civilization. Nobody likes anybody else. The only reason people come together is for gossip or for hate or for conspiring against somebody. This is nonsense. There's no real true friendship, true love anywhere. People just want to use each other. Because they do not have the courage anymore to face the truth. Because you're going to love God just like how you love humans, right? You love your wife or your husband because as long as they're a provider, the moment they stop, you're going to do a lot of drama and hate onto them. Same way for God. As long as God fulfills your desire, you say, I love God. But when God doesn't fulfill your desires, and when God tests you, you say, there's no God. I don't believe in God. I'm always under stress, under test. So what business you have with humans, you take the same way with God. And who has seen God? Like, have you had a real real FaceTime with God? You want to always have goods and to always feel happy and to always feel joyous. But that is not true. In fact, from your real life experience, most of your life is a misery, except few moments of joy here and there. And for making that happiness happen, you have to work and slog so hard. Else, every day is like a battle. You're faced with the unknown every day, including your sleep time. Even when you're sleeping, you don't know the sort of dream you're going to see. Dream just happens. Strange movies plays out in your dream and you say I saw that. But you don't know who creates the characters in your dream. You don't know the plot of your dream, but that happened. And if you wake up and you remember, then you think that was strange, that was so bizarre. The more you are yourself, the more you are with your own lens of truth, more people are going to see you like a threat. Because intelligent people have always been a threat to the world. That's why when you're attacked, that's not a new thing. That should not actually amaze you. Like why? Why are people being like so attacking on you? Because this is the price you pay for intelligence. Society cannot stand people who can see things on their own consciousness. People who can see and not just see, but talk about it, replicate stuffs. People want dumber people. That's why you always see dumb people, dumb couples, dumb families, dumb friends. That's the reason. Because to have a real talk, to have a real conversation, nobody's ready. And also, they fear rejection from you. They fear that you're not going to take them to your circle. So people, what they cannot have, they make you like a threat. And then that's why they go on projecting all of their hate and drama and negativity that they carry from their own poison, toxic system that they live in. And then they project it onto you. Wow. It just makes me wonder how the foolishness of the world is so deep, how deep this darkness goes. And they're always going to be arrogant about that and say, ha 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 ha. The more dumber and fucking fools they are, more they're going to do that. A fool always wants to be sure. Like, look, I know stops because I'm a fool. And all I know is I just know how to lie. And I've learned one thing. If I've ever learned something in my life, that is to lie. That is to deny, to be a naysayer. No. So when they see someone sharp, someone intelligent, someone beautiful, somebody truthful, somebody who has got real skills, they say, nah, you don't have it. I'm better than you. And that's why they get into a competition with you. Which, if they were open, they could have learned something. We could have built a better society with communion. That is what the true meaning of community is, communion, wherein people come together to create something beautiful. But the society we live in is fucked up place. People are together out of jealousy, out of hate, out of fear. When you create something, they're gone acting like drama as if they're not interested. Of course, a dumb person can never ever understand the intellectual idea, art, beauty, and skills. Intelligence has always been seen as a threat. You look at history. And the more you be yourself, because at certain point you would be brought into that point of life where you do not want to trade any for anything but the truth. You just want to be yourself of 100%. The reason why somebody would not want to be who they are and wear a mask is because they are getting some sort of a benefit from that lie out of system, out of people. Cut that supply of their goods and services that they get, and then you would see people standing truly as who they are. People wear masks only for that, because they want something out of you. And that's why the pretense goes on. I'll do this to you and you do that to me. I'll give this for you and you make that for me. And that's why this whole pretense of business, like I create this for you as if anything matters. Truly, nothing matters in this world anymore. You see fake lies everywhere, drained zombies moving around, zombies laughing, demons. Nothing makes any sense. Schools, which is the biggest space for draining the soul of the child, just to make them a slave, to take their soul and make them into a adult bully when they grow up, so that they can be another demon who would exploit someone below them. Pathetic. There's no intelligence. There's no raw creativity anymore. This is just dumbness everywhere. And if you question, if you say something, they will, on the other hand, the fools have the power and they will make you look like, what? What did you say? What did you say? Ha! And you then stutter for no reason, though you would be telling something absolutely truth. You're just telling it's day when the sun is shining, and 10 different liars together sitting in a room will say, what did you say? Are you nuts? It's night. Don't you see we see stars? When all 10 of them sit together and lie. And they call it, we are so happy. You're just overthinking. We are happy being blind. We are happy living in darkness. We have made this darkness our comfortable way of living. There's no comfort. There's no comfort in their lies. There's no comfort in their madness. Where they're just told to attack others and be barbaric and have their share and snatch it. Because nobody gives it to you, so you better snatch your share. The healthcare system, which doesn't want you to truly be healthy, it's all about how much you can pay. And then we will do this and that for your health. You must have this much insurance, and the more the premium, then we will provide you. And when you actually go and see the doctors, you don't see that they have the best interest for you. It's as if you have to explain yourself further. You see they're not genuine. For sure, you see that. but you do not know any other way out. So you still take the chance. It's as if it's as if we are told that there is a world which takes care of you, but those are just words. And those are just written things and documents on paper on websites. Things that don't truly have any meaning. A structure that says, we are here to protect you, while they are there to get you. They're there to still make you feel unsafe and insecure. Still go about everyday life like there's no security. And you must be okay with that. You must be okay with the violence. You must be okay with the madness of the world outside. So you just pretend like everything is fine when you sit in a McDonald's and just eat your fries, acting like nothing happened. Or you see some other passerby who comes and enjoys their burger and you think they are having a good time? They are not. They've just given up. People have just given up out of this madness and chaos. Not because things are very nice and rosy and very standard, how it should be. But they just don't seem to have any way out. So they just go with the flow. At least let me enjoy my fries, let me enjoy my burger, let me enjoy my coffee at least. And also you see the meaninglessness of that. Like how could just food give you joy when there's no joy in reality and you're seeking a deeper meaning? You're seeking a deeper connection with truth. And sure, everybody is trying to do the same. That's why they go out surfing. That's why they go out swimming. That's why they go out playing. Because life seems such a dread for everyone. And everybody is trying to find their source of sanity. At least in those moments of surfing, of that late night drives, or of that painting that you make, or that meditation that you do, or that breath work that you do, you find there is some peace when you have forgotten yourself and your to-do list or your things that you have to fix, because you see that you are like sucked into a black hole, as if some strange emptiness is just getting you. So I love Christ because Christ was so beautiful and so truthful and so beautiful for sure. Christ was the greatest rebel. Like he never cared about anything. And now that the world had crucified him, and when the world is in such a mess, we see banners all around that says he has risen. As if the new Christ comes in, aren't we going to do the same to him? Crucify him? Because the question is, how dare you be so divine in a world which is so demonic? But I'm going to read this beautiful set of deck of cards from loving words from Jesus, because there must be some peace. And I get that through the message of this beautiful Christ card. So this one says, your faith hath saved you. Go in peace. Luke 7:50. And look at this beautiful picture of Christ with a little girl. The second one is so cute. Nothing shall be impossible unto you. And behind is this beautiful savior like image of Christ. This one says, seek and you shall find. Matthew 7:7. And surely the seeking is not easy because it makes us go all into the deeper caves of our own darkness, which is so dark. And it's so dark and it's so eerie. But you don't have a choice. In this life or the next, after you die and you are born into some other life, you've got to do these quests. You must enter your query zone now. This one says, I'm the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. John 10:11. This is another beautiful one. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. John 14:18. Christ talking to a beautiful woman who's a seeker. This one says, whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. John 16:23. And the beautiful, graceful Christ with this little child. This is how the real children should be, and not the way how these demons are raising their child. Devoid of the love of God, devoid of divinity, raising them to be beasts. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Matthew 7:7. I have this picture of Christ knocking on a door, a bigger frame. That's a very beautiful picture of Christ. And I thought I'm going to paint that one day. So maybe I'll try it today. This card says, seek you first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Matthew 6:33. And this whole thing is about making ourselves whole, like Carl Jung said. You cannot just be trying to be nice all the time and not look at your own darker sides. Because you have a dark side, and so everybody else has a dark side. And we have got to do our shadow work. That's the whole teaching of Carl Jung. That's the whole teaching even of Christ. And even in Zen, they talk about this yin yang, and your dark side, you have to first learn about it and then overcome it. But the biggest fear is to go down that hill because it's so dark, it's so unknown. And what we want is truly to be known. We want, because knowing seems safe, knowing seems like security, and unknown seems like death. But you've got to move with the unknown. Because if you knew what your whole life was about, life won't be a mystery, and life sure is the greatest mystery. All of us are living the biggest mystery, but we pretend like it's so boring. I'm not enjoying. And the reason is because you are comparing your life with others, like they have more and they have this and that, and maybe they are happier than me. But you actually, if you muster the courage and ask them, are you really happy? And if they are really honest, they will say, no, I'm seeking something else. So it's like everybody else is trying to seek something what they don't have. And nobody truly slows down and appreciates what they do have. Nobody is doing that. And if somebody does that, then they are a saint, they are a sage. That they had the courage to slow down. Because slowing down feels like death in a fast paced world which is always telling you to be fast, do it now, else the offer expires. Enroll in that gym membership now. It's open only for 3 hours, else tomorrow, if you enroll, you've got more price to pay, more lock in contracts. Do this now. Buy this investment now. It's now or never. Everything is in, it's like nothing just wants you to be at rest. Everything wants to rush you. And you look at the traffic. Every person is trying to get somewhere so fast, so furious, because life just pushes you and then you run. Because do you have a choice? You don't have a choice. If life orders you that you run and you act, you have got to act. There's no other way. Your actions are not your actions. You are moved by the circumstances. Your goal, your desire, your ambition is not really yours. If the system and society didn't beat you and didn't force you to be at that zone training, you wouldn't be doing that. If the society kept you safe, warm, comfortable, loved, you would just be living a happy gala time, having a gala time in this life. But society doesn't spare anybody. Don't think it's only you whose life is hard. Everybody's life is hard. Everybody has got an amount of enemies. Everybody has got challenges that they're facing day and night. Everybody lives a life of misery. And the only time they laugh and pretend that they are happy is when they want to lie to you. This is the truth of it. So it's important that you see things for what it is and just act when you're supposed to. Do what you need to, just like how others do what they need to. Sometimes they learn from you, and sometimes you learn from them. Sometimes they attack you, and sometimes you attack them. Sometimes they send you love, other times you send them love. It's very fair game, isn't it? When Lord Krishna was fighting with Arjun in Mahabharata, in the book of Gita, when that was spoken on the holy land of Kurukshetra. So he told Arjun that everything is fair in war. So there are times when you play by the rule, and then there are other times when you bend the rule. And why do you do that? That is all for the truth, for dharma. And being Arjun is not easy. Being a warrior who has surrendered and still fighting with a sense of non doership, like I'm not the doer. I just do what's needed to be done. I just do what is expected out of me in this moment for truth so that the truth wins because he's a warrior. He's a warrior of light. He's a warrior from the divine. He fights for Lord Krishna. And so he wins. Pandavas were only five of them, and the Kurukshetra battle was army more than 10,000 people, was the greatest war. And still, these five prince won over because they chose to stick with the dharma, with the truth. But it needs a lot of courage. It needs a lot of courage to say yes to the truth. And you will find yourself every day, your life is a battle like that. Inside you, there are two voices, one that says, do this, and the second one that says, no, it's comfortable. Let me just go on sleeping because waking up is terror. Waking up means I've got to make decisions, which might take me to losses, which might take me to my decline. Living is fearful stuff. And if you're honest about it, you exactly agree with me. And I'm not talking to liars and con men who pretend like they know it all. Dumb shit. And by the way, there's no way you can avoid it, avoid facing the truth. If you're a liar, you're a demon, you're an energy vampire who thinks that you can get away with stuff, it won't. Life will catch up on you soon. And you're running away would lead you to a dead end where you can't run away anymore. And it stares back at you. So it's better that you get up and face it. It's better that you wake up and muster that courage. It's better that you do not fool around with other dumb people who just give you a sense of comfort in a dying world where you know you are dying, you know you are living meaninglessly and blindly. Krishnamurti talks about this. How do you have the courage to face the real truth of fear? Because fear is pain. You're fearful of the pain. You want to avoid the pain. You want to live in comfort. Even in your body, you don't want to have pain anywhere. If there is a pain, you want to just get past it. So Jiddu Krishnamurti talks about this, and I'm his huge fan. I've listened to so much of Krishnamurti because every single word in his conversation with Jiddu Krishnamurti and David Bohm, just check out his interview, their conversations. Every single word that he utters is diamond. It's priceless because he talks about the truth and how to truly live fearlessly, and that is by observation. So you observe when the fear arises in you. You observe when the resistance arises in you. You observe when the judgment arises in you. Somebody said something nasty to you, or somebody threw their evil eye to you, or a look of hate said something disgusting to you. You observe that. Though your immediate impulses, you want to fight back. You want to say, fuck you. How dare you? But you don't do that. You feel the attack and you witness that. You stay in your observation state. And you observe the fear rising in you. But the challenge is the fear response is so fast that before you can actually control it, it has gotten you. And now you want to just resist that urge because your ego has been hurt. And you want to show them who you are. Because your ego says, how come that dumb person talked this way to me? Somebody who is no standard. I mean, I would take a criticism, but not from you. I would take from someone who's far more intelligent than me. Somebody respectable, not from you. Because you're too dumb. So, observation and being mindful in the presence of an attack needs some prep before that. So that means when the rest of the day, while you're not attacked, let's say you are at your home and which is safe, so you're just sitting with yourself with a book or working on your laptop, and you do not foresee any threat, and you just watch yourself act. Or while you're cooking something, you just watch yourself cook, and you see the subtle things in you, like how the hand just wants to grab and do this process faster, but you know the cooking will take you 40 minutes. But there's something in you that just wants to rush the process and do it in 10 minutes. So you watch that thief that tells, do it fast. Because the real crux of the matter is in patience. If you could be patient and have patience and you can slow down, that is what will make you more aware and observant. That is what will make me. I'm not just only telling you, I'm telling this to myself because I see I need to work through my patience. You know, this task would take this long and you want to rush it. Or you want a decision from some higher authority which should be in your favor, but you don't have the patience and you don't take actions because you somewhere there is fear that anyway they will say a no. Anyway, they don't like me. And this judgment that you have is because you were rejected in the previous works. So you fear what if they say no? So the best way to survive rejection is not to attempt it. Because what if I tried all my way and I put in all the effort and still I failed? And I find there were other competitors much better than me. And they will all feel so victorious over my defeat. Because they were more prepared, because they had better resources. They had a lot of people with them to support them. And for me, I was just doing it all myself, all alone. I'm a lone warrior, I'm a lone wolf. I've got no support. So this is not fair. So you need patience because your life situation is different than others. Everybody's life situation is different. If they have the comfort of having others, they are also at the misery and dependence on them, which is a lot of price that you pay, by the way. And being on your own is a lot of work for sure, but also that means you are out of the drama of people and how they want to control you. So both the sides have their plus and minus. But no side is perfect. Don't think that if you have people who support you are all doing that selflessly because everybody has their own agenda. Nobody does nothing for free. And if you're doing all by yourself alone, that needs a lot of work and pain and struggle. None of this side is easy, whichever road you take. So might as well keep going. Because you stopping is actually also not you deciding that I will stop. You are stopped because you are tired and you just want to rest. Because life feels like a everyday battle. You just want to rest. And you also do realize that you do not have all of the control and power. And there are other people and stuffs and society which holds much more power over your decisions. So you just do what you can do and then you rest. And while you rest, you completely rest. Because you need that rest. And when life calls you out for action, then you go and act. As Nisargadatta Maharaj says in his book, I Am That, you just stay as the witness centered in your I am presence. When the life forces you to act, you will automatically flung into action because you do not want to die of hunger. When the life tells you that you can slow down and rest, you slow down and rest. When life tells you that you must create something and make something, you go out and make something. Or write a book, or make music, or do a painting, or start a business, start a family, whatever life tells you to do. Whatever is your karma, whatever is your destiny, whatever is your prarabdha. And whatever is needed out of you, that will happen. So don't get too mad thinking, I want this and I want that. Just have patience. And know that you're at the right place at the right time. You getting mad and acting like a child, like a 2-year old, that I would rather better be there because I'm so miserable here, would take you nowhere. And you being miserable about your life events, of how they get it and I don't get it, that also is not going to take you anywhere. So might as well just have patience and slow down. And see this, the more you are trying to do stuffs, the more your ego is out there. I want to do this and that because I want to make my will come for real in life. The lesser energy you have. And the more you are in the backwards, you recede your I am, you go as a witness, you do not come in your own way, then you can do more things. In a relaxed way, not in a rushed up way that I want to do this and I want to do that, and then because you're not a machine. Society wants to make you like a machine, but you're not a machine. You may think that I want to do 10 things in a day, but actually, when you see, if you are doing it in a relaxed way, because there is no other way to do. Lao Tzu talks about this in his book, Tao Te Ching. If you're trying to be a very strong diplomat and act very delicately, it's like you're ruining the frying of the fish. Because it's a small fish and it needs care. It needs deliberate care. But the more you meddle with it, you're going to ruin it. But if you just do it lightly, if you just do it with the right force, you come in a flow state. And maybe the voice that said you have to do 10 things in a day was a lie. Because truly you could have only done 2. And you did 2, but your ego would come in and start barking. Why did you only do 2? So don't let the dog of ego bark. You have a dog inside you that keeps on barking that you're not enough. That keeps on barking that, why are you so and so? And this dog was forced into you since your childhood. Since society had standards and tests, and every time there was a benchmark for you, you must score this much to be called yourself as an elite student. You must be A plus grade. If you fall below, you are not respected. This grading system, this marking system. Because they don't want you to be truly happy with simplicity. They want you that you should be happy at their terms, at their clause, at their condition, that if you have this and that, now you should call yourself, I'm a white collar person. If you dress up like this, you'll be called as dignified. If you dress up like that, you'll be tagged like you are stupid, you are a fool, Look at the way you dress. If you wear a slipper, they will laugh at you. If you wear high heels, they will say, wow. Even though you might be most uncomfortable in that 5-inch heel. But who cares about that? It's stylish. And if you go in a slipper, they're going to tell you, what are you, a pauper? Or throw you looks of hate for no reason. Or just honk at you for no reason, depicting their hate. So just be you. And sometimes just slow down. And when you think life is getting too much and you have got so much to do nothing at all. Do a complete reset. Be complete zero. When the noise in your head says too much of it is going on from the external world, from your internal world, there's chaos all around. Know that you're at the right place for the star to be born. Just come to a reset button and just press 0. And do nothing. Do nothing. Just don't do nothing for a day or two. Just be out in nature. Look at the sunrise. Look at the sunset. Just dip your feet in the ocean or in the river. Do that surfing if you know. I want to learn surfing. That's why I'm doing this swimming, so I can learn to surf. Because I think people who do surfing, they must be having a lot of happiness and joy. But I know it's not easy because the ocean is wild. And when ocean makes you fall, that pains a lot. And with the fear of so much water. So I think that needs a lot of courage to have that skill. To overcome your fear of the ocean. To be a surfer is a very brave act. And of course, it looks joyous. When I see surfers ride the high tides and waves, they seem to be so one with it, so free. So just be you and listen to your own voice. And you will feel that I do not have the courage and I feel fearful and I hate myself for my cowardice, which I do. Like I make these videos, but I find myself, I must have more courage than what I have now. I must not be a coward. I must not just keep on delaying those problems and watching over that and finding a solution because I have this fear that if I have to just find all the answers, and what if I don't have the answer? So I just move it to the next day. Maybe tomorrow I'll get the answer. Maybe tomorrow I'll have the answer. But so far I don't have. And life tells me that you will not have answer till you attempt it. So I will see how it goes. Maybe I'll attempt it. And the courage you face to attempt is by going all the way to total failure, which is death. So death would mean absolute, complete failure, right? That's why nobody wants to talk or think about death. But death is what will take away everything. So when you arrive from that point, which is total destruction, then you gain some momentum. Then you gain some space. So, being aware of the mortality, memento mori. Like if you're aware of your death, then your haters hating on you or posting some meaningless comment that doesn't make any sense, which you anyway report, or people just talking lies about you or hating on you, or their judgments about you doesn't matter. because you have all this going on as long as you're alive. But when you are dead, then there's no none of this drama. And as they say, the scriptures say, we have all lived lot many lifetimes. So that means we need not fear anything. We need not fear the failure, and we need not fear the death, and we need not fear the no. We need not fear the rejection, and we also need not get too mad about the yes and about acceptance and about pass and about success. Because the more you're attached, and if that doesn't happen, that is going to make you miserable again. So then you question, why was I even searching for that? And that's why the Buddha said, the great beautiful Buddha said, the best way to live is to live out of desire, out of it, not in it. He said, have no desires, because desire is your root cause of misery. Because you want that thing, that relation, that stuff, that house, that car, that money, that power, that fame, and you don't get it. That's why is the cause of your desire. And sorry, cause of your misery. Because you want that enlightenment, because you think that once I'm enlightened, I'm not going to have any more suffering. That is not true, because you would have suffering even after that. You would have tests even after that. Buddha was enlightened, and still people threw stones at him. People wanted him dead because he was teaching peace and he was teaching how to live stress free. So enlightenment doesn't mean that you would not be hated upon. So just be you, unapologetically, and do what seems right to you. Listen to your gut. Be real for yourself. If you have friends of your vibe who are in this together, then make this path of truth along with them. If you're a lone walker, keep walking. Because it's far better to walk alone than be with a fool who will bring you down to their low vibration and take you out of your path of truth. That's what did Buddha say. So just listen to it. Just take care of it. That's all I wanted to say in this video. Thank you for listening. And I will end this video with this tuning fork 528 Hertz. Peace and love. Bye. I'll see you in the next one.